Hello internet, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori and today I have my December Empties and Lowbuy update. I have a lot of good empties. I feel like I did end off the year strong, so let's jump into it. The first thing is a declutter. I am decluttering this Ames Kids toothpaste. The the flavor is bubble berry. Smells like watermelon. This made my teeth sensitive. I didn't like how they felt after brushing it. This was a toothpaste I had to buy when I was house sitting because I forgot it and I wasn't driving all the way back home just for toothpaste. So it was more convenient for me to just buy it. And I would not recommend. I really did not like that. And I hate the fact that I gave it a good try. But no, it's out. I couldn't do it. You're gonna notice a 1 cent theme throughout this past month. The one that's in a similar vein, but not the same exact scent, is from Bath & Body Works. This is Arctic Woods. This was the foaming hand soap I was focusing on this past month. It was about like halfway done, and then I finished it off. And once I finished that, I moved on to this that I found hidden in my bathroom closet. This is the cleansing gel hand soap in Vanilla Bean Noel. I guess I dropped it a long time ago because it is really badly broken. But I'm very happy that this was done. When we're looking at hand sanitizer, I used up 3 Vanilla Bean Noels. It was a vanilla month. My body wash I finished this past month was also Vanilla Bean Noel. I don't know, the vanilla. I did finish 2 candles this month. I had the Wicked Brew. This is as low as I could get it. Ew, I did not like that sound. And I finished the Wicked Vanilla Woods. This one was good, similar thing. I don't even know why it started doing this at the end. I don't know. It's fine. These are both in projects, so I'm happy they're done. I really badly need to update 50 Shades of Black and the Throwback 30 project. So they're on my list to do. I haven't forgotten about them. They're just not a top priority when I miss uploads, unfortunately. Next, for hair care, I did finish up 2 items there as well. I finished up the Aussie shampoo and I finished up the Garnier leave-in conditioner. I love this stuff. My hair loves this stuff. I finished up 1 lotion and it came in last month and I used it up last month. In the middle, not even. I would say towards the beginning, my grandma gave me this Bath & Body Works 1000 Wishes Ultimate Hydration Body Cream. This is, I'm pretty sure, the travel-ish size. She didn't want it no more. And I really do like this scent. I don't think I have anything at the moment in this scent, but I just panned it. I have a lot of lotions I'm working on at the moment that I don't necessarily like. So it was fun to use that, and then I just ended up panning it because it was the only thing I wanted to put on my arms and my legs. Next, I do have 1 makeup empty. This one was a little surprising, but once I saw that I was making a lot of progress, I figured I was just going to commit. And this is the ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil in Rain Check. It looks a little weird now because it was on its side, but it was at the point where it was very hard to get any product on the doe foot, and I am not pulling any stoppers out. I'm not that girl. Once it gets messy, I don't want to put the energy in. So once the doe foot can't reach any more product, it's done here. I had 2 skincare empties. The first one being a sample, and this is the Glam Glow Glow Starter in Nude Glow. I've used this before. I do like it. I would never buy it. I don't even know how Glam Glow's doing. Do they even exist? I don't know. I don't know. This I really enjoyed, and this has started a new trend for me. This was the Good Molecules Super Peptide Serum. I had a lot of fun using this. I was shocked at how quick I used it, but I have started to apply serums on my face every day and night, which has been crazy because I never thought we would come to this point, but I'm very proud of myself. I will eventually repurchase. I did pick up a Good Molecules set. I forget if this specific one is in there. But at the moment, I swapped this one out with a ordinary serum, which is like pretty much the same thing. They're giving me the same thing I want, so. And then the last category pretty much last category I used up was sheet masks / pimple patches. So for pimple patches, I used up the Spa Life, these were Good Vibes pimple patches. So they had like smiley faces and butterflies on them. There was 51 packets in here. It lasted me a while. I don't know why, but I kept like the empty plastic in here. But I don't tend to use pimple patches. I'd rather do a sheet mask and have my whole face be rehydrated than the individual patches. My breakouts are really bad at the moment. My hormones are crazy. But it wasn't bad. I don't know how I feel about pimple patches. Now the masks. I used a lot of sheet masks again. So the first odd one, which I thought about maybe not including, but they are an item that I don't necessarily need, but I do like, so they're getting included. This is a steam eye mask. This was the unscented one. So you take it out, and as you take it out, kind of like a hot hands heat warmer, it starts to warm up, and then you can put it around little loopholes in your ears, goes over your eyes, and it's very nice. I thought it was a gimmick, but I had a really bad migraine and it helped. So it is very cool. I don't see myself using it a lot. I have 3 more, I think, but I do like the concept. I don't hate it, but yeah. Then I used up 4 different eye patches. 3 of these I got from my mom last month and then automatically used them. So that's why I didn't talk about them in the haul video. These were the Gold Gel Crystal Collagen Powder Eye Masks. These ones, like, my mom gave them to me because she said they were okay, but she felt like they slipped off her face. And I got that. You couldn't really move with these on. These were, you're there for the 10-15 minutes you have them on. They were okay, but yeah, you could not move with them. So if you're a little multitasker like I am, you can't do it. These ones though, I love these. This was the ESW Strawberry Matcha Latte Eye Patches. I wish they had a big jar of these because I would buy a big jar in a heartbeat. I hate that these are single use so much because these are very good. I was being so extra. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was a day I had like a party or something after. I put these on as I was leaving work. My fiance was driving me. I put these on in the car. No regrets though. It was so nice. But that's how I used up this pair. That is like the most bougiest thing I ever done in my life. Felt like I had a chauffeur, even though I was just being a passenger princess. Anyway, the last category, last empties, are more sheet masks. So this is that same Koenig brand. I have a lavender. I used a grapefruit and a honey. So not too bad. Love them a lot. I think I'm actually surprised how much I used up in December. I was hoping to get a perfume empty out or a couple more makeup empties. There's stuff that's just close but not there yet. And, you know, it is what it is. But I am very happy with my consistent effort through this year of empties. So, now let's talk about my empties / low buys finale / going into 2026. What are my plans? What am I doing? Because if you've watched this before, what I've been doing isn't really working for me and kind of counterintuitive. I think I'm going to go a little old school. I'm going to do it the way I used to do it. And the way I used to calculate my empties was I did calculate the monetary value, and if I was feeling lazy or it's an item like a sheet mask and I couldn't find the value, I would just count it as $1, which also meant that if I used up a sample similar to that Glam Glow packet, I would just count it as $1. I know some people have the time and energy to look up the actual how much it would cost if you do the math. I love that for y'all. I'm not there. My goal is to just get as many products out of my life. I'm just gonna count it as $1. You know, is what it is. I think, let's see. My goal for next year when it comes to items, I would definitely have a goal set to use up 100 individual items, like in my empties. I want 100 individual items out of my life. Do I think I could surpass that? Yes, but I've never really calculated the items. I've been more focused on the monetary part of it when I used to do these. So 100 items, I think, let's see. Okay, I do not have all my old numbers, unfortunately. But I do have my old stats from 2021. And in 2021, my goal was 2,000 items. Scratch that. In 2021, I used up $1,417.61 worth of items. And my goal was 2,000. And the total items I used up was 178. However, I will say, when you look at like the stats from that year, I did not use up as much skincare and hair care that I currently use up. So I am going to stick with the goal of using up 100 individual items, and I will have the goal of using up $2,000 monetarily. So it should be interesting. I definitely think I can probably beat my old score. So we shall see. We shall see how I can do. What I also mean by that was, like, for example, face mask. It said I used up 18 in 2021. I definitely have beat that in 2025. Cleanser / removers, I said I used up 8. I would say I probably used up a similar amount this year. Candles, I said I used up 1 in 2021. I burned through many a candle in 2025. So, when it comes to tracking for the empties for 2026, it's going to be broken down a lot more because I do like seeing that side. For example, I used to break it up by face primer, foundation, concealer, face powder, so on and so forth. And I think I do need that again so I don't keep lumping everything together, because that's definitely where I think a lot of things got messed up this past year. I was trying too hard to be like other people and it just wasn't working. But I think also realistically it will help me realize, like, hey, in 2026 I only used up 1 lip liner. I should not have any more lip liners than 1. So I gotta go back to that. So that's my plan. I'm not really going to give a Lowbuy finale. Sorry if you were disappointed or clicked on for that. But as we've been chatting in the comments, a lot of us have come to the same conclusions that it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, fam. It didn't work. My brain didn't like it. It was getting too confusing. Yeah. I am happy to see what I do next year, especially that I feel like I'm in a good groove. There's always things I can work on, but I'm excited and I want to keep rolling with it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.